browser at least to see what we've got. And it looks like it had an error. Let's refresh the application. And now let's see what we have. Yes, this is much better now. Notice we have a header now. We can learn today about how to hide that header, and it was hidden before. But at this point, since we're not applying that tabs layout file, this is what we have. No tabs at the bottom. and now a default header is showing at the top. Now, much like the web, one way to navigate inside of a React Native and Expo app is to use a link. So let's import link at the top. It's a lot like the anchor tag, the A that we use in HTML, except this is link and it comes from Expo router. And if you're familiar with Next.js, we also import links there, so this shouldn't be too new if you've worked with Next.js. Just a little aside there though, it doesn't matter, that's not required to learn React Native. Okay, underneath the text we have for coffee shop, new if you've worked with Next.js. Just a little aside there though, it doesn't matter, that's not required to learn React Native. Okay, underneath the text we have for coffee shop, let's put our link. So we'll have a link and an href, and now this understands already what we have available to us, where we could navigate to. Let's navigate to /explore because the explore file is next to our index.jsx. Now, after we navigate there, we'll want to apply some styles, but we don't have the styles for the link yet. So let's just put explore here and have the closing link tag. And now let's create some link styles. So we need to scroll down and we see the other styles we had applied here in our page already. Let's take this text. I'll just highlight all of this. Then I can do Shift, Alt, and the down arrow and copy that down. I'll put a comma there to separate them inside the object. And I'll make this link. Now we just want to change a couple of things. For most part, it's the same. But here, I do want to add a text decoration line. Set that to underline. And then under this, I want to put some padding. Let's set that to 4. Now, if we leave this as is, they're going to be just right on top of each other, or essentially one right above the other, the title, and then the link would be directly under it. So let's put a little bit of margin here on this title. And right now we've called this text. Maybe we want to change that name. So I'm going to say margin bottom, set that to 120. Let's go ahead and change this so we know what we're referring to. Title here, then we need 20. Let's go ahead and change this so we know what we're referring to. Title here, then we need to scroll back up where it's applied, and we need to find that. It says coffee shop styles dot title. Now here we need to go ahead and apply the style to the link. So style equals style files.link. Everything's applied. Let's take a quick look at that in our browser, and you can look, of course, in your Go app if you want to. So now we have Coffee Shop and Explore. It's a big link. I don't think we would normally want to keep it that big, but it should take us to the Explore page, right? Let's click it and find out. There it is. No problem. We're at the Explore page. Notice the header automatically gives us a back arrow so we can go back to that home page. There it is. So Coffee Shop and Explore. Now, this isn't something I would want to keep on the app. It doesn't look that great. I just wanted to show you how to create a link. However, a button might look good here. And we can create a button with the link tag if we use the as child prop. So let's go back and do that. Back in VS Code, let's go ahead and scroll up for a little bit of room, and we're going to change this link into a button. And I'm going to come down here with a little bit of extra for the lines. After that, what we want to do is apply that as child prop here. Now, inside of this, the child needs to support the on-press and the on-click functions, or events, if you will. So what we need there is something from React Native that will do that. And fortunately, it has something that we can import here at the top called Pressable. So once we've imported Pressable, let's put that inside of the link. And let's just wrap that around the word explore. And now we can't just leave the text explore there. It needs to be inside of text itself. So let's go ahead and put in text as well, and then put explore. or inside of that. Now we haven't applied styles yet, but we do have the basic outline here of a button. Let me get rid of, or let me add a little space here between the coffee shop title and the button we're creating and the image background. So this is what we're looking at. And now we just need to apply some styles here to make it look like a button. And we're going to change this style above. As a matter of fact, we only have one property now that we want to apply to the link, and that will be to center the whole thing. So we can say margin horizontal. There we can set that to auto. So that's kind of like MX auto when we're writing CSS. So that would be the margins on the left and the right set to auto, which will center the button. Okay, now we still have the as child prop. It just wrapped down here. But now the pressable. It's going to need a button style, and even our text will probably want to style that too. So let's go down and add those to our style object below. I'm going to start by highlighting the link here, once again pressing Shift Alt and the down arrow to just copy that down, put a comma here, and now I'm going to change this to button text because it will have several similarities. So the color will still be the same, the size will be different. Let's drop this way down to 16 from that 42. Okay, bold, we want to keep that. Text align, center, yes, that's good. I'm not going to leave it underlined. I think the button will be obvious that you could click it. The background, no, that will be styled with the button itself. And a padding of 4, let's go ahead and keep that. So now let's put the button style just above the button text. Another comma here in our object. And now let's add the button styles. Let's go with a height of 60, a border radius of 20, background color similar but not quite the same. We'll go RGBA once again. Still go with black, so 3 zeros, but then 0.75 for the opacity, just a little darker, not quite as see-through, and a padding of 6. Okay, with those styles saved, we've got button and button text. Let's now apply them up here. So style equals styles.button. And now here for the text, we'll have style equals styles.button. Text. Okay. Okay, now with those changes in place, let's go back to the browser or look in your Expo Go app and see what we've got. We've got a button that says Explore, but it's not quite centered. Let's go back and add one more step.